What exactly is collaborative practice? By definition, it states communication, sharing, and problem solving. It implies a shared responsibility and accountability for patient care. When asking staff what collaborative practice meant to them, the end result remained the same.
Working
together
for our patients.
My role as physiotherapist is to help patients get back on their feet and get moving after their medical issue or their surgery, and get them back on their feet to what they need to do to safely discharge home.
I'm a social worker and I work in the intensive care and rehab units, and I work with patients and their families to come up with a patient-centered goal along with members of the interdisciplinary team.
I do both portions of OT as well as PT, so I am helping the occupational therapist and the physiotherapist with the daily routines of all the activities with patients, being gait training, cognitive training, so I run to both sides and help with both sides.
Clinically, my responsibilities is to ensure that we optimize the therapy, ensuring that the patient has a good experience through the hospital and we have a positive outcome.
I'm a speech-language pathologist on acute medicine, and I also cover the intensive care unit. And our role as speech-language pathologists with the patients is to assess for communication and swallowing disorders.
Being a dietitian in the hospital, every patient has to eat when they come in here, so we play a big role in all aspects of their care, whether it be educating them on what they need to do to eat healthy in the hospital and for when they go home, to making sure that they're properly nourished while they're recovering from an acute illness, to make sure that they're getting enough calories and enough energy to help them heal overall.
Each staff member and department have roles and responsibilities, but teamwork is still just as important.
If I had to do everything by myself, it'd be a lot of work, and I need to rely on the rest of the team in order to complete my job.
You know, working together when we have our team rounds, we problem solve together. Looking at what other people are doing that are working with that same person, and that we're not duplicating or overlapping, or we're not missing something as well. So it's really important to listen to what your team has to say.
Each morning at 8:30 in the morning, the group actually gathers around, and we have a computer system that we take and we walk along with each to see each patient at their bedside. It's a full collaborative team which includes various disciplines, including, say, physiotherapist, the dietitian, and the specialist or intensivist that's there, as well as myself as the pharmacist. So each patient is reviewed completely from head to toe from all body systems related to the patient, including all the medications.
We all bring a certain level of expertise from our own background and profession, but it really doesn't mean a lot unless you're working with other team members to provide the best possible care for the patient. So really, when you look at a patient, there's so many different facets of them, and we need to work together to be able to provide that total picture of care.
I work in a number of different interdisciplinary teams, and I think it's really important in terms of making sure that we all communicate the same message to the patient. And when, as a dietitian making a recommendation for a nutrition care plan, I do rely heavily on all the members of my team to help communicate the same message. So from the nurses to the PTs, the occupational therapists, even the social workers, also using them to help emphasize the importance of the patient being properly nourished.
You have to see what comes in, because you can tell after you've been here for a while that they're going to say, oh yes, I know, and they don't know. So that's when you just say, you know what, hang on a minute, I got time, I'll take it. You step outside the box all the time. True, it's true.
Thank you to all staff for your continued teamwork, dedication, and care.